Hello everyone, hope you all fine. Today I am going to explain you exercise 5.1 of Euclid Introduction to the Euclid Geometry. The first question is of true and false type and we have to give reason also for that. Only one line can passes through a single point. You can see that if we will take a single point, we can draw so many lines from a single point, not a single point. So it is false. Now the second part is there is an infinite number of lines through which passes through two distinct points. You know by the second postulate also, by the Euclid geometry, you can see that if we will take 2 points, we can draw a single line only. So there is infinite. It is also false. Now move to the next part. A terminated line can be produced infinitely on both the sides. Yes, it is true. It is also the second postulate of Euclid. Now see that, so it is true. Now move to the next part. The third part is true. If two circles are equal, then their radii are also equal. Yes, we can see that if the radii are equal of two circles, so definitely if two circles are equal, then radius will also be equal. Equal means if the area will be equal, then definitely the radius will be equal. Now see the next part. If AB, this is AB, is equal to PQ and PQ is equal to XY, then AB equal to XY. Yes, it is true, because you can see that if the first one is equal to second and second one is equal to third, then definitely first is equal to the third. Now see the next. See, you have to give the definition of the parallel lines, perpendicular lines, lines. The first one is parallel lines. The two lines which are lying equal distance to each other. The two lines, straight lines, which are located into the equal distance at every point, then these lines are known as parallel lines. Now perpendicular lines, two lines are intersecting each other at 90 degree, or two lines which are meeting each other at 90 degree. These lines are known as perpendicular lines. Now line segment. Line segment, a part of line, because we know that the line is endless in both the side. A part of line which have two fixed point. A part of line which have two fixed end points is known as a line segment. Now radius of a circle. The radius of a circle, if we will draw a circle, then the length, the distance between center to any point of the circle, any point on the circle, is known as the radius of the circle. Square. Square is a quadrilateral which have four equal sides. Each angle is 90 degree. Only this much can be okay for this, for drawing this or for the definition also. Now see, consider the two postulates given below. Give any two distinct point A and B. There exists a third point C which is in between A and B. There exist at least 3 points that are not on the same line. So you can see that, do these postulates contain any undefined term? So according to these two, we have to tell that these two have any undefined term. Yes, both have some undefined term. As in the first one, it is saying that there is the 2 points and the C is lying between these 2 points, but it is not given that the point C lies on the straight line which is drawn from these 2 points, or just above or below. So the things is not given proper. And the second one, there existed 3 points that are not in the same line. So these can be in such situation like this and this, or these can be in the such situation that the two are in line but the third one is not. And that's mean the terms are not properly defined. Now see the next thing, that these postulates are consistent. Yes, these are consistent because both are saying the different things. Third, do these follow the Euclid postulate? Explain. Yes, we can say that the Euclid's second postulate can be followed according to this situation, because point A, through the point A, you may draw a line which can move toward to the point B, and the C can be lie in between there, on the line or above the line, like that. So the second postulate will be lie for that. Now see the next question. If the point C lie between the 2 point A and B, I am making the figure also. There is a point C which is lying between A and B, and in such a way that AC is equal to CB. Then prove that AC equal to half of AB. So you can see that AC equal to CB. So you can write it like that: AC plus CB is equal to AB. And as we know that AC and CB are equal to each other, so we can write AC plus AC equal to AB. Hence we can write 2AC, it's 2AC is equal to AB. So we can write it AC equal to half of AB. So by that way we can prove it. Okay, now move to the next question. In the question number 4, the point C is called the midpoint of the segment. Prove that every line segment has only one and only midpoint. That's mean we have to prove that a line segment has only one midpoint. So we have to prove that a line has only one and only midpoint. So for that we have to prove this. First, suppose AB is a line. AB is a line segment, and there are the two midpoints of this line, C and D. When C is the midpoint, in that case you know that twice AC is equal to AB. Similarly, if D is the midpoint, in that case 2AD is equal to AB. From equation 1 and 2, you can see that the right hand side is equal, hence the left side will also be equal, hence twice AC equal to twice AD. The 2 will cancel the second 2, then we will get AC equal to AD. This condition is AD. This condition is only possible when C and D are the same points. So a line segment has only one and only midpoint. Now move to the next question. Question number 6. In figure this, you can see in this figure AC equal to BD. Hence we have to prove that AB is equal to CD. So for that, first we will write, since we know that AC is equal to BD. AC equal to BD. So we can write AC, though AC equal to BD, so we can write AC as AB plus BC. Similarly to BD, we can write BC plus CD. You can see that BC will cancel to the BC, hence AB is equal to CD. This is the proof of this question. Now move to the next question, the last question. Why the axiom 5 in the list of the Euclid axiom considered a universal truth? Note the question is not about the fifth postulate. You can see that this is the fifth axiom. The whole is greater than a part. I have explained you in my previous video also, as we know that this whole is greater than a part. It's a universal truth and it is true for all the type of the bodies. Now the next exercise 5.2, the question number 1, how would you rewrite the Euclid fifth postulate so that it would be easier to understand? I have explained this question in my previous video also. If two lines are intersected by the one line segment and the interior, one side interior angle, co-interior angle, the sum of these two interior angle is less than 180 degree, then these lines will be meet at certainly a point. Now move to the next question. Does the Euclid fifth postulate imply the existence of the parallel line? Explain. Yes, the Euclid fifth postulate imply the existence of parallel line. I will explain you. if you will see the fifth postulate, I have already explained you. If the two lines is intersected by another line and the sum of co-interior angle of these line is exactly 180 degree, these two lines will be parallel to each other.